Page 20, Mr. Santa. This is a melody taken from another piece called Mr. Sandman. It's the same, they just made the words Christmassy is all. This is a very bright and fast little piece. It's a fun piece, but let's go slow and boring and get it. 4/4 time with a 2-beat pickup. So you're coming in on beat 3. So it's at the beginning, it's right hand. 3, 4, watch the fingering. The melody's the top note. If you can, bring it out a little bit. All you have is a bunch of quarter notes and half notes and so forth. There's no eighth notes or anything, so counting wise it should be pretty straightforward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But you got tied notes, and that can cause some problems, so you got to watch out on the tied notes to hang on to them. In the first line, you have that dotted half note. That's tied to a quarter note. You got to hold that down for 4 counts. And then at the end of the line, that B, the last B, that's tied. So that's 2. It's the last 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4, tied off. And then there's tied notes all over the place. So be careful on them. It's the only hard part about the rhythm that I can see. If you consider that hard, it's tricky. Maybe it's not hard. They have a few accidentals in here. Let's go to the bottom of page 20 there. Right hand. You're up here. The hand's moving around a little. Just follow their fingering. It's fine. At the last line, your third finger on the D, and you're here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have both of those half notes are E flats because the flat sign is for the whole measure, right? And then it's an E natural. Then over on page 21, third line down, you're here. It's a rest, a 2-beat rest to begin. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch the fingering here, and then fourth finger on the C. 2, 3, 4. It's an A flat there, and then third finger for the C coming up. And that way you're in position. So follow their fingering, you'll be fine. Left hand, that's got some accidentals going on. At the beginning there on page 20, when it comes in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now D sharp, F sharp, you reach out for the B. Next line is an E, G sharp, and this fun, and then an E, D. And I recommend for the third measure of the second line, you do a 4/2 if your hand's big enough. You can do the, if you're going to do the thumb on the C sharp, I recommend a third finger on the G. And just stay there, and then you can do what they want. But I prefer a second finger on the C sharp, so it's here, and I'm going to stay there. Next line, F sharp C. Then you have a rest and you come back down here. No, wonderful? Oh yeah. Bottom line, third measure, it is a G flat, A flat. This sounds Christmassy, right? Yeah, somewhere in there. Okay, last 2 beats, then an F sharp G, and that takes you back down. So you got accidentals you got to watch out for in the right hand, or the left hand. Then when you put them together, the rhythm is a little different between the hands. You have to be careful. So very slowly, when both hands, it's, remember you're coming in on beat 3. So it's 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 3, 1. Third line down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. See, on beat 2 on that second measure, both hands are quiet for 1 beat. So 1, 2, 3. And so watch this rhythm very carefully and work it out slowly, and you should be fine, I think. And when you get the hands working together, try the dynamics. They don't give you a lot in dynamics, and in this kind of music you can pretty much do what you want with the dynamics. Get to know the piece and then you'll feel you'll kind of feel when you think it should be getting louder and softer, and go with that. They're saying medium loud, that's for the melody. So keep the left hand soft. At the bottom of the page there's a crescendo. They want you to go up to loud at the last measure, so take your time getting loud. See, that E, that's where you're after. Then you come back down there, and then at the top of page 21 you're back down to what you were at the beginning. And then you stay in there until you get down to the third line at the end. They want you to crescendo back up to a loud. So at the third line, crescendo. And then loud. It's up to you. As I said, you can alter these dynamics as you feel the music. Now this is a fast piece. How fast would you sing it? You'll find recordings of it. You'll find recordings of Mr. Sandman. I don't know about Mr. Santa, but it's the idea. Let's go over it very slowly together to double check the notes and the rhythms, because these rhythms are a little tricky because the hands are doing different things, and the tied notes, there's a lot of syncopation going on in here. It's a neat piece. I'm going to give us 2 counts because we come in on beat 3 and we're going to go really slow. So put your hands where they go, here and here. Ready, go. 3, 4, 1. Rest. 4, 1. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 3, 4. 1, 2. Two. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.